Hey everyone, this is Erik Burton with erikburton.com. Welcome to this specific video. We're going to go over a few things, and you want to pay attention to what's coming up here in a few moments because we're going to give you the basic lowdown of this entire process, this entire platform. Introducing the $100 retirement solution. How to leverage $100 and benefit from a starting balance of, say, $43,200 compounded daily. That's considering the 5-year contract term. All the financial benefits of a 30-year retirement fund without the 30-year wait. The fixed starting balance, well, it's basically a processing fee. If you decide to start, it's per contract, and you can have up to 20 contracts per specific wallet. Now, this is a Bitcoin wallet, okay? So it's also a Bitcoin Cash wallet, but it's a wallet that's just basically like any other online wallet, obviously with encryption to where it's safe as long as you keep your username and password safe. But there are some major perks to this Bitcoin wallet, okay? You basically put in $100 if you want to start that way, start with one contract. And this is basically what I've been explaining to most people is it's like a certificate of deposit when you go to the bank, okay? So you're entirely anonymous. As a wallet holder, I am anonymous. As the bank who actually puts in the $43,200 is anonymous. It's basically a loan that they set up. Now, hear me out for just a second. And then there's insurance on that loan. So an insurance company that's anonymous, a bank that's anonymous, and me, myself, that's the actual wallet holder is anonymous. And the bank is going to make consistent income from this DeFi staking, okay? So in a nutshell, basically what you're going to learn is that DeFi staking, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency and or Bitcoin, if you're willing to put money into, say, somewhere for a certain period of time, especially like Bitcoin, you're going to start profiting off of the process and or what, say, for instance, PayPal would earn in merchant fees whenever you transfer money to and from. You know, PayPal's a bank as well, basically. PayPal is the number 3 largest corporation in the world, and the way they do it is charging merchant fees for processing funds. Well, cryptocurrency is basically the same way, but it's just a part of the blockchain. So whenever you send cryptocurrency to and from, there's normally some type of small fee or surcharge. Even when it comes to the mining of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, there's always a miner fee or a miner's fee or some type of withdrawal or send fee. And that's what the DeFi staking is going to help you accomplish, is to actually harness a little bit of those fees consistently every day, which comes up to 0.1% to all the way to 0.3% in compounding interest possibly earned every day. I say possibly because it varies. It goes from even slightly below 0.10 to 0.30 to maybe even slightly above. It just varies a little bit, but the parameters are about 0.1 to 0.3% per day compounded. Okay, now this is talking about the 7-year-old. Well, it's a 7-year-old project. That means that it's been in existence since 2006. I barely found out about this about a month ago, so I'm ecstatic about it. There's over 200,000 members. Click on the link in the description below, and you'll see that you can actually come and submit your email and go right to this spot where you can actually take a look at this after we have watched the specific video. So if you click on the name here, you will see that you'll come up to this, put your email in, and it will actually take you to this page right here, okay? And once you go through that and go through my first video kind of explaining to you what's next, you're going to actually see this video because I'm about to put it up for you so we can kind of get some Q&A if possible, or if you want to towards the end here, okay? You can also scroll down and see there's a compensation video that you can watch. You can also watch people that are already in the game that can tell you exactly what's going on. And then also you can see where you can get a tutorial to get started and how to sign up. Now you notice that you're seeing these get started nows. Once you click on that, you can come to this page right here and you can sign up with your email and your password and confirm your password. And that is it. That's how anonymous it is. They're not asking for any other numbers or any other addresses from you. Okay. So that to me is wonderful. Okay. And if we want to look at my back office here really quick, we're going to go to a contract where you'll see the staking contract of one contract right now in the 36-month or 3-year staking pool. And you can see within 2 days I've made $75.66 just in compounded interest. And you can actually really do a lot of damage with this interest and how it's made. So you can see that in the video coming up, they state that you start with $30,240. Well, in 2 days, this is already up to $30,315. Okay. And in the first day, it looks like from the profit from the staking, you've made 0.25. In the second day, 0.07%. So there's some variation there, but it earns in between 0.1 and 0.3 per day. Okay. And there's definitely more to that, just so you know. Okay. So I'm going to show you this video, and once we're done, we'll come back. And if there's anybody with any questions, make sure you comment in the comment below, and I'll do my best to answer you within 24 hours or less. Okay.
I wanted to share something with you that I have been researching for the past 4 days, and I'm very impressed with this. Please don't mistake this for anything that you've seen before, because there's simply nothing like it. And this morning I had a call with someone who is a super leader in this project, and he's been in it for 13 months, showed me his back office, and impressive to say the least. It doesn't even do that justice. And apparently this company has been in business since 2016. This person I spoke to this morning knows people who have been in personally since 2018. So it's been running successfully in this capacity 7 years. Because it's a DeFi staking program, it's completely anonymous, and definitely its anonymity is what's keeping it protected and what will keep the members protected moving forward, as we can already see with a 7-year track record. Now, before we begin, please take the time to read the disclaimer on this slide. Now, before we move forward with the rest of the presentation, I want you to understand first what you are about to hear. It's going to make the rest of the presentation much easier to understand. So, very simply put, for $100, you can get a 3, 5, or 7-year DeFi staking contract that gives you a starting balance of $30,240 for 3 years and $43,200 for 5 years. For the purposes of this presentation, we're going to be focusing on the 3 and 5-year contracts. Operation is anonymous. There's no CEO or company, and this has been running since 2016 with confirmed proof of payment and withdrawals from very happy members. Now, these $100 contracts compound daily and earn between 0.1 and 0.3% per day. A 3-year contract returns $35,097 in profit for the account holder, and a 5-year contract returns $471,487 in profit for the account holder. 20 contracts are allowed per wallet, and only 1 wallet is allowed per user, and they are very strict on that. There is a special ongoing bonus right now that allows 50 contracts per wallet. We don't know how long that's going to last. So if you feel that's something you want to take advantage of, and if it's still available, you can do that. So here's just a quick recap before we begin. It's $100 per contract for a 3, 5, or 7-year term. The starting balance given to each user's wallet for 3 years is $30,240. The starting balance for a 5-year contract is $43,200. This means that the 0.1 to 0.3% earned begins earning on the starting balances. So the return for a 3-year contract would be $35,097.28 for a $100 contract cost. The 5-year return would be $471,487. There's anonymity for all parties. 20 contracts are allowed per wallet, and only 1 wallet is allowed per user. Currently, there is a special ongoing bonus that allows 50 contracts, and we'll talk about that at the end of the presentation. Okay, so this is not my PowerPoint, but until I'm able to create one, we're just going to go with it because I want to get the information out there. So please excuse any typos that you see in this PowerPoint. Okay, so we're talking about a company here called Cryptex. Now, Cryptex works as a community. There's no company and no CEO behind this. It works as a community. And then you have the 3 key components here, which are the banks, the user or the wallet holder, which would be you and I, and insurance companies. So let's talk about how this all fits together. So let's just touch on the concept of Cryptex. Cryptex operates within the DeFi staking community. So by creating a situation where Cryptex will bring together banks, insurance companies, and the wallet holder, which would be you or I, together, each of the parties are taking a huge financial profit. So what's so special about this is that every party is nameless with absolute anonymity guaranteed. Now, if you don't know anything about DeFi staking, you can simply look it up on Google. It's a very simple concept, and it's also a very profitable concept. When funds are held for a certain length of time with DeFi staking, you're able to earn daily profits. In this case, Cryptex allows for 0.1 to 0.3% daily with compounding over a 3-year period, 5-year period, and 7-year period. Within the Cryptex platform is the Cryptex wallet. This wallet is free of charge, can be opened anonymously. All you need to do is provide an email address, and there is no contractual or financial obligations for the owner of the wallet. You're simply going to profit by a starting capital that will be provided by a partner bank. This all comes together with a DeFi Hybrid Contract. Now, the DeFi Hybrid Contract is a contractual agreement between the wallet, the insurance company, and the bank. Now, it contains all important details. It has your contract number, your term, profits, fees, bonuses, interest, everything you would expect to see in a contract. Now, you have your choice of the length of term for the contract. You can either have a 3-year, a 5-year, or a 7-year. And you can have up to 20 contracts per wallet. Each contract costs $100 USD, and that will provide you with the starting capital in which the profits can be generated on. So at the end of the term, when the bank is paid back that starting capital, you get to keep the entire amount of profits. Over the duration of 3, 5, or 7 years is massive, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. Now, the insurance company involved insures the wallet for total loss and credit default. So what this means is that the insurance company secures the loan for the monthly profits for the agreed length of term. This protection is really put in place for the banks, but of course you get a secondary benefit of that. And this is important for the bank because the banks provide the capital, so they need to have that insurance coverage. And no, we don't know the name of the bank. The bank wants to stay anonymous, as does the insurance company and as do the members. So this provides for very discreet transactions in which the bank can continue to operate, earn profits for the bank, and of course for the members as well. So it's pretty much a win-win situation. So what does this mean for you, the wallet holder? Well, after the contract is settled, after a 3, 5, or 7-year term, that capital gets paid back to the bank. And like I said before, those remaining profits are sent to the holder's wallet, which would be you. The balance of the wallet is then paid out immediately using whatever available method they have at the time. Currently, that is Bitcoin. I know this image is a little difficult to see, but this is really what I want you to take a look at. So these are the expectations based on a 5-year contract. The starting capital that the bank gives you is $43,200 based on a 5-year contract. And these are just typical contract fees. You, however, are only ever going to pay $100 one time for the entire length of your 5-year contract. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. So with that 5-year contract, you have your starting capital, $43,200, that compounds daily for 5 years. Now, at the end of 5 years, after compounding daily, you take a look down here, you can see that amounts to $514,687. Now, after the bank has returned their $43,200 loan, the user is left with $471,487 right here. That's incredible. But not just incredible. This is a reality. Since 2016, people have been getting paid on their contracts. 3 years, 5 years, and 7 years. Now, here's the 3-year contract. Now, with the 3-year contract, you're also going to pay $100 per contract. The difference is it's 3 years instead of 5 years. So rather than waiting 5 years, you'll only have to wait 3 years. And guys, the time is going to pass anyway. So you might be saying, oh, 5 years is so far away. 3 years is so far away. The time will pass anyway. Whether or not you're a part of this, 3 years is going to go by, 5 years is going to go by. So the starting capital the bank gives on this contract is $30,240. Now let's take a look at what happens after 3 years of daily compounding. The balance at the end of 3 years of compounding is $65,337. After the bank gets returned their $30,240, the user is left with $35,097. That's quite a big difference from the $471,487 that we saw on this slide after 5 years. But nonetheless, the 3-year contract is also a very profitable option.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just in that short, brief introduction, I want you to tell me what bank on this earth or in the United States or all around the world do you know of that's going to be willing to put a certain amount of money like that into an account so that you can earn compounded interest per day for 3 years or up to 5 years or up to 7 years without some type of credit, without some type of financial backing? You're not going to get that. Secondly, this is actually what the normal banks do to your own money when you actually put it into an actual bank account. You know, when you put $1,000 into a savings account, what do you think they do with that? They're going to make sure that they use it to the best of their knowledge to earn a percentage on that. And then maybe give you what, 1, 2, maybe 3% max a year on your money. So $1,000 at 3%, that's $30 a year in interest when they've probably made at least 1,000% on that money because they do things like this. And this is a part of a service, which means that whenever you're online and trying to send cryptocurrency here or there, or my example of PayPal with fiat currency, they send money here or there, there's always a merchant fee attached to that. Or when you go to the restaurant or go to the grocery store or go to any store like Target or Walmart and actually spend your money with your debit card or credit card, there is normally some type of transaction fee for the merchants, like a 50% transaction fee thing. That's why most businesses love it whenever you have cash, because there's no merchant fees connected to that. So they can save money and it actually adds to their profit margin. Well, in this case, you're going to be profiting with the percentage every day with the compounding because you're willing to stake this Bitcoin in this wallet, or at least the loan of the bank is. And they actually help this get going, because if you tried to start with $0, that's going to take a long time to really get this thing rolling. But since they start with a certain amount, by the end of 3 years, you're going to have a very strong amount of Bitcoin in your wallet that is 100% yours just with $100 investment. So if I could take $100 and turn it into $35,000 within 3 years, what other investment are you going to be able to do that in? There's not many that I know of that you can take that type of money and turn it into that type. That's 3,500% increase in your initial time. And there's a connection here where you can actually earn income from promoting it to others. Now, here's one thing I will definitely do. If you come on board and if you buy at least one contract, I will actually make a copy of one of these pages for you and actually put your specific link inside these Get Started Now buttons so that you can promote this to other people and earn extra income. And we'll get to that maybe in another video, okay? So you want to click on the link in the description below. You'll see this page, read it over. Once you want to get started, click on here. You'll put in your email, and they'll come to this page. You can go through my first video, then you can go through this video again if you want. You can come down and see the compensation that I was just mentioning about any type of extra income on top of the earnings that you'll earn. And then here's some more information and the Get Started tutorial. Okay, it's very important that you take action now, because I have plenty of other people that are starting to take action. And within that 3-year period, you're going to see that $100 turn into $35,000+. So make sure that you take action. Click on the link in the description below, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys and gals.